Okay guys, Mr. Ballion here. This is my fourth time at this. Let's see if we can record this and go somewhere, okay? I'm just going to help you guys out. Let's see if I have some of the videos that we just played. Open recent. Let's see here. Play Blast Chess 3. Okay, so we're doing something like this, okay? It's simple. Boom. Comes up, hits, and goes over, okay? It doesn't, it could do anything. So this is something we're doing for my grade 9s, 10s, 11s. Everybody can use this, right? Okay, so this is the idea. Again, simply A character is this, B character is that. A jumps up, kicks it in place, moves it out, comes into its new location. We're mimicking a chess movement. All right, no big deal. And then it drops over, rolls. This needs to roll a bit longer. And so far, as you can see here, it's about 73 frames. So it's 3 seconds of work at 24 frames per second. We are shooting feature style. Sorry, feature, which is 24 frames. As you know, 0 doesn't count. So 1 to here, right there. Okay, so let's do this from scratch, right? Okay, so I'm just going to go and give you start from the file that you guys are using in class, and I'll go to number 2. All right, save, bye-bye. Okay, so here it is. If I take a quick render, and I have my mental ray enabled, and there's the shot. Okay, so our renderings aren't going to look like this unless we render out frame by frame. That's for senior years. Okay, cool. All right, so if you want to look at this, I've got save frame on here. So it's like here, film gate, boom, like that. Right click, let's press W here, and I'm just going to zoom in for a second. And I'm just going to give it some more features here, like I'll accentuate it with white here. So again, I clicked once, shift, double click, the whole ring is selected of faces. Go to assign new material, Lambert, and again, I just want a simple, ooh, look at that. It has the history. Yes, I did this in class as well. So let's go to white quickly, and right click, go to object mode. Anytime you want to animate, guys, it doesn't matter what grade you're in, you want to go to edit, delete by type history. You want to start fresh. Get rid of the history of all these extrusions, all the things I've done, okay? So that's a good reminder to say bye-bye to all this. So watch how this is going to get smaller. Edit, delete by type history. Sweet. So now, and there's not much here, okay? There's like 12 things before. So there it is. There's the white and there's the red. Sweet. So I'm just going to hold Option, middle scroll, and I'm going to pan over and zoom out a bit and select this one here. And if I press G, it would repeat the last command, but let's just do this. Edit, delete by type history. Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in on this one. Face. Oops. And Z. Right click. Face. Here, shift, double click, bingo, right click, assign new material, and let's go to Lambert, no reflections, and just white, just like that. Okay, and then back to object mode. Always go back to object mode, okay guys? Okay, here's my shot, and down here, there's only 24 frames. So let's go to, I'm starting at 1, I don't start my animations at 0, so we'll go to 73. Okay, so 3 seconds of animation from 1 to 73. Awesome. So, red, character A, press S down here. Actually, let me just come down here. Come on, give me my animation. Okay, ticks at 2. Let's make the thick size to 2. Real time, 24 frames per second. Excellent. Update view. All right. And animation, and we'll just keep these at auto. Okay, all right, that's cool. Right, so the first frame, I'm going to press Control A first of all, so I want to see the location. And notice here 1.5. okay, Y is 1.5. that means it's on the ground plane. When I created this, it was 3 high, so half the point of I think it was something like that, 1.5. okay, so we're about here. If I press S right now, I gotta get out of there and press S. And you see a little column here, and notice that this is red. Awesome. So it's recording the location. I'll do the same thing here. Press S. So we're at 4.5 minutes now. Let's see if we can do this under 12 minutes. All right, beginning is here. I'm going to hold out 12 frames. I'm going to go to frame 13. Press S. So I just want to hold here. So I want to stay in place. Because if I do any movements right now, Maya is going to interpolate. Means it's going to figure out the movements. For example, if I go 24 frames from here, 37, go to frame 37. Let's see, press S. So notice that right now, W, it's here. this frame and that frame is exactly the same. However, time changes. So let's do something about that. I'm going to slide across and do a little kiss like that. Boom, a little bump. Okay, so if I scrub back, there it is, 1, 2, 3. So notice that at 1, 5, the Y is cool. But what is changing is the X. Okay, notice up here, the X location. By the time it hits here, sweet. I'm going to go somewhere in the middle. Okay, just come out somewhere around here. And I'm going to press W. And I'm going to move it up on the Y. So let's see what Maya is going to do here. So it should go up, then down. Sweet. See, up and then down. Because this position went up from 1.5 to 4 point whatever. So let's go 4.4. I like to round things off. It doesn't matter. Pardon me. Okay, so far so good. So from here, let's do one more thing. When it comes up here, let's do a little E for rotate. And I only rotate on one axis, okay? I don't want to go crazy by having all these gimbal one X, Y, Z rotating at one time. So notice right now, 30, okay? So Z is 30. So let's see if it's going to go back to 0. So 0 here, the rotation, Z. Up here is 30. By the time it comes down and it hits, it's 0. How cool is that? If it's not, type in 0 and you're good to go, okay? So boom, slides up, comes down, awesome. So now let's look at our friend here, character B. At 13, we're doing nothing. We don't know. Oh, look at this. Where did this move? Usually I have a sheet of paper in front of me saying that 37, I'm landing or I'm hitting. So I know that at 37, you're good, S. So notice that from here to here, the blue, character B, has not moved. Okay? So if I go to frame 38, slide, 38, press S. And this time I'm going to press W. I'm going to hold Option and zoom in a bit closer here. Just slide this guy, touch. So okay, so there's an action, boom. So boom, comes down, a little action. Okay, so that's cool. At 30, this one, so let's see, what's red doing? It's at 37, and eventually by 40, in 3 frames, I want this guy to be middle of this panel, right here. Look at that, right in here, somewhere like that. So at 40, boom, slides in nicely, right? That's sweet. All right, awesome. So what's blue going to do? Blue clearly has to move, or otherwise they're going to be twins, right? So let's say at 40, you go. I don't want to do everything at the same time, so I just want to slide over one more frame, or maybe 2. Okay, so by 42, I want W to come over here and maybe move over a bit. Okay, so let's see how this is going to play. Boom. So you see, they're not ending at the same time. So this one ends at 38. The other one ends, wow, about 4 frames after. Okay, so that's fine. All right, time to concentrate on this guy here. So we want him to go maybe, boom, hits. And should we do a breakdown here? I don't know. This is kind of new. So if I come in here, maybe a little high. W. See, you could do this too, right? You can kind of go like from here. Boo. And now it didn't do it. Didn't bring it back to 1.5. Come on. Back to 1.5. There it is. Okay, so here we go. Hits. And then maybe another 2 frames, 3 frames, and we rotate this guy. Get him to hit. Slide over a bit. Okay. Spin around, guys. You got to spin around. You can't just stick to one view and try to figure out how this works. If you do it like this, no go. You got to spin around, holding Option, left click, and just come around. In the future, I'll have you hotkeys where you can just click something and it'll be, let's say, pan, orbit, all that kind of stuff. So let's see if this makes any sense. So I'm going to scrub praying comma, period. See? Comma goes back, period goes forward. So this is going, check it out, 37, 38, 39, 42. Okay, so already we're penetrating the ground. That's no good. So press W. Just bring it up. And a little over. Let's see where the next frame goes. Aha. So this one could go over as well. So I may have to look at this in the top view. Okay, so you guys can go to the 4 view here. If that's too confusing, press spacebar again. Stay here. Okay, spacebar. Okay, so back to you, buddy. 45. So you're going to go bing. So at 45, so from here. So let's just tilt this a bit more. E for rotate. Okay, and maybe out in this way. Okay, so that's cool. And then 45, let's go 3 more frames, 48. Get him to land somewhere. W. Slide, top view, over. Make sure we're got to go down And look, now I'm penetrating. Check out the angle here. Let's go to 90. Done. Okay, and now I'm going to have to be in my, check this out. You can go orthographic, front view, for example. See, this isn't helping because the ground is pretty flat, so that doesn't help. Perspective, panel, perspective. If you guys watch my other tutorials, you'll know how to manipulate your objects within the user interface here. All right, so anyhow, lots of talking. We're at 10 minutes now. Boom. Okay, so that's not bad. Click and comes over. And how about I roll towards us now? E. Let's just watch. Over, down, and just a touch. And then go another 3 frames. Okay, and I'm going to rotate it this way out. W. Again, ideally, guys, I don't have any footage in front of me, right? I'm making this up. So maybe what I'll do for the future for next year is I'll have footage of chess pieces falling, and then we'll use that as a frame of reference. Okay, ideally we're making this stuff up. Bing. Okay, so again, hits. That was kind of fast. So this angle is kind of weird. 1, 2, 3. It should have turned maybe around here. Yeah, so whatever, it's all good. E. Let's see, can we go like that, Bellion? Go back. 2, 3, comes down, and then rolls. Okay, whatever. So it's all good. 3 more frames, 54. Let's settle. Okay. Ideally, I can get you into Graph Editor, and that's not possible for grade 9 at this point. Senior students, you'll know what I'm talking about. We'll get to the Graph Editor with this to ease into it, do a nice settle in the end. Ugh, the angles are way off here. Okay, whatever. So this is pretty good. Let's just say it's pretty good for now. I'm going to spin around here. And what I want to do right now, I want to take a shot here. I want to have a video recording of this frame. However, I don't want this on here. I do want my frame counter. So some of you, if you don't have QuickTime Player Pro, you can come up here, heads up, and go current frame. Okay, that's awesome. It shows you the frame. Get rid of everything else. You don't need anything else here. Second, really simple, show none. Bye-bye. Then show polygons, just polygons. So this is what I want to see. Next, I want to go to render viewport 2.0. Nice. Click on, lights on, put ambient occlusion on. Oh, I didn't put white there. Or perhaps I'll add a second light. Oh yeah. Okay, so my friend, Control A. Let's lower this to 0.5. Yes, something like that. And let's bring down the shadow. And shadow right up. You don't have to do any of this, okay? However, do this part. Pardon me. Pardon me. Okay, here we go. We're at 13 minutes right now. So what I want to do is save a recording of this. And it's really, really easy, okay? So it's cool. So we're going to right-click here. Go to Play Blast. Click on the option box. Here we go. QT, people. If you're at home, maybe AVI. However, if you are using QuickTime, H.264, not 63 and not 61, okay? So that's the codec we want. Boom. I hit it up to quality 100%, scale 1. And you have to save to file. So right now, animation. Whoa, where are we here? Mental Ray. How did that happen? Wow. All right, so I'm in my grade 9 class here. Bellion, documents, grade 9. Sorry, it's taking a lot of time here, guys. Grade 9 rotation 4, last module is this. So I'll go to Play Blast number sync here. Okay, hopefully this is recorded this time, right? All right, apply and watch how cool this is now. It runs it, boom, hits it, falls over, off frame actually. And we have a recording. Pretty good. Nicely lit without even rendering out into another program. But that's nice. All right, I'm going to say Bellion out. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this. It's a very simple high up, hits, and then it falls and rotates. That was kind of weird here. So it goes like 2 directions. So I can fix this easily in the graph editor where it maintains its direction. All right. Good stuff, Mr. Bellion out. I hope you enjoyed this. See ya. This should be up today. FIFA World Cup Day. Bye-bye.